3 people were killed in Russian overnight strikes on Ukraine as Ukraine hit oil infrastructure sites near St. Petersburg.
Tens of thousands of people came together in Erfurt in Germany on Saturday to protest against the far-right Alternative for Germany's annual conference.
3 people, including a child, were killed in an overnight Russian attack on the Ukrainian city of Sumy, Ukraine's state emergency service said. In the Odessa region, another Russian strike injured 2 people and set ablaze a warehouse used to store food products, according to authorities. In the Kherson region, Russian attacks struck the grounds of a poultry farm, sparking a large fire in one of the facility's production buildings. Meanwhile, Ukrainian drones hit oil infrastructure sites near the Russian city of St. Petersburg, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky announced. Moscow later vowed to respond, saying it had downed more than 500 air targets. Kyiv has been repeatedly targeting Russia's energy industry in recent months as it looks to ramp up pressure on President Vladimir Putin and the Russian economy. The attacks have sparked a fuel crisis across the country as well as in Russian-occupied areas.
Crowds gathered in Tehran on Saturday as Iran began a days-long funeral for the late Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Khamenei, who had been 86 and had ruled Iran for over 3 decades, was killed at the end of February in a joint US-Israeli strike on his residence in central Tehran. Many mourners were in tears, beating their chests as they shouted, quote, "Revenge, revenge." Some carried banners and flags, while others carried portraits of Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei. The funeral starts as the US celebrates its 250th anniversary. During a speech, President Donald Trump said he would give Iran a week off for the funeral.
They want to settle so badly. We gave them a week off for a funeral because we're nice.
Tehran will see a total of 6 days of mourning. Public farewell and mourning ceremonies began at Tehran's Grand Mosalla on Saturday, with authorities unveiling the casket containing Khamenei's body in a glass case. The final funeral and burial will take place in Mashhad on Wednesday.
Pope Leo XIV chose to mark July 4th on Saturday with a visit to Italy's Lampedusa Island, a major port of entry for migrants risking the dangerous journey from Africa to Europe. He pressed Europe to do more to protect migrants in a stark message to both EU and US leaders in a period of growing anti-immigration rhetoric.
L'Europa possiede un potenziale unico che le deriva dalla sua storia e dalla sua cultura e quindi una pari responsabilità. Per la sua posizione geografica e per il suo assetto istituzionale, l'Europa è in grado, in quest'area, di affrontare la crisi in modo organico, inserendo il primo soccorso in un piano strategico di lungo periodo, capace di accogliere, proteggere, promuovere e integrare i migranti.
The Pope prayed at the unmarked graves of shipwreck victims and paid homage to those who died crossing the water. He also stood alone on the island's rocky shoreline where countless migrant boats have been lost to the waves.
Tens of thousands of people came together in Erfurt in Germany on Saturday to protest against the far-right Alternative for Germany's annual conference. Anti-fascist demonstrators blocked roads and public transport around the city in an effort to shut down the conference. The early protests were largely peaceful, with some clashes reported with police in riot gear outside the meeting. The annual conference nevertheless began as scheduled, with the AfD filling key leadership positions. The party re-elected Alice Weidel and Tino Chrupalla as co-chairs. The AfD is Germany's biggest opposition party nationally, but the protests demonstrate how the party has divided Germany. The meeting has drawn additional controversy as it coincides with the 100-year anniversary of a conference held nearby by the Nazi Party in 1926. Many critique the timing of the overlapping events, seeing it as a deliberate provocation of the AfD, an accusation the party denies.